Have y'all, have y'all seen a movie called The Banker? It's with Samuel Jackson and Anthony Mackie. I mean, the movie's been out for a while now, at least, 5 years, 4 or 5 years? So it's not a new movie. I remember watching some of it, but when I was watching it, because the movie, I remember watching it when it first came out. You know, I'm all about film. I like film, and plus I'm all about black film. I like, black cinema, especially with two actors like Anthony Mackie and Samuel Jackson. I really don't like Anthony Mackie in an action movie. I like him more as a drama actor. I like to see him do drama and like other, he was in Abraham Lincoln Vampire. If y'all haven't seen that, he was good in that. He was good in what's that movie he did with Spike Lee? It's one of his first couple of roles he did when he was young. Well, younger. He's still young, but when he was younger, I forgot the name of the damn movie. Shit. But Spike Lee directed it. I actually knew one of the people who actually played in that movie, one of the women. But The Banker, yeah. Getting back to The Banker. The Banker, if you haven't seen it, it's about these two businessmen in like late 50s, early 60s that are trying to buy property and buy banks. These motherfuckers have some paper. You got some money if you can buy a bank. I didn't even know you could even buy a bank. That's another thing about these movies. They're very educational. You can actually purchase banks. I didn't know that. But they were just showing these guys were regular, like two black men that were business partners, and they were businessmen. They had their own company, and they would buy property and banks, and they would flip property, and I guess buy banks with the property. So they was buying up all these banks. These dudes had paper, and I don't know what. Now that's why I need to go back and watch it again, because I didn't get where it was set at. I'm thinking it was set in the South. It had to be, but at that time, everywhere was like the South. Especially, for black folks, people wasn't too fond of us, back then. So, these guys are trying to maneuver as black businessmen doing the Jim Crow, But one thing I took away, that's why I want to do this video. They were trying to do something that opened my eyes to why this is what the threat is for black people in America. Ownership and entrepreneurship. They don't want us to get to that point where we can make big money like they make big money legally. They don't mind that if we sell dope or do some illegal stuff to make big money, because they know that you're going to be in prison soon enough. We're going to catch you and you're going to be in prison soon enough. Or if you're selling drugs, you're probably gonna get, either put in jail for the rest of your life, or your competition's gonna take you out. Your ops gonna take you out. So the biggest threat I realized by watching this movie is ownership. Because here's the thing: the movie basically, Samuel Jackson and Anthony Mackie were trying to do this. Of course, in the Jim Crow time, they couldn't just walk in a bank and try to purchase a bank. They'll call the police on them. White people gonna be mad. So they actually ended up hiring this white guy, this young white guy, to front as the head of their business. And they were his servants. They were like his driver and his assistant. And so that way they could do business without racist eyes or getting rejected. Because a black person come up there with a lot of money trying to buy some property, this white man gonna be like, well, where did this N-word get this kind of money? I'm just saying, back in those days, we were N-words. Where did this N-word get this kind of money? And then second of all, I'm not selling it to no rich, uppity, you know what I'm saying? If you had more money than them, you were rich and you were uppity, you were out of place. How dare you get more money than me? You supposed to be serving, especially back then, they thought that we supposed to be poor and serve them. And here it is, two black men, entrepreneurs buying banks and property. So they had to move under the radar, and it just showed how That's when I realized watching this movie, it showed that that's the real power. You know, us doing some dumb shit, will we get prison for the rest of our life, gang bangers. And this is for you young people watching this. This is a teaching moment for young people. As long as you're doing something stupid, whether it be gang banging, scamming, selling drugs, getting pregnant while you're not ready, while you're too young, while you're not financially prepared or mentally prepared, because that's a downfall too. You're trying to raise 2 kids, you know, you done got knocked up by this guy and he in the streets. He gets put in, and then he's under pressure to take care of you and these 2 kids, but he already got a juvenile record, which is fall into his adult record when he gets young, when he gets 21. And now he has a kid. He ain't gonna get no good job with that record. And he black. And he got tattoos all over his arm from him being in the streets. So now he got 2 kids with this girl. And she young, she don't have no experience in the hood. So how, with this weigh on you, now you can do a lot, but not about these kids being there. When you got kids, you feel like, damn, these kids gotta eat, they need stuff. What if they get sick? Let me go out here and do, now you're desperate. Let me go out here and commit a crime, boom. You in jail for doing some dumb shit, trying to rob or sell drugs or something. Now you in prison for 10 years at least. Now she out here with 2 kids trying to raise. It's just, you know, that's a hindrance too. So you want to focus on being focused. Not saying you can't have sex, but put a damn condom on. I always say, put a damn condom on it. You only should go raw if you can afford to go raw. That should be a saying. I know it feel good. That raw thing feel good when you, a woman, especially she fine, you like, I gotta hit it raw. But you gotta think, damn, I had to catch the bus over here. Maybe I should put a condom on. I had to catch an Uber. She had to pay for my Uber to come over here to see her, to screw her. Let me at least put a condom on, because evidently we ain't got the financial, I don't have the financial means to take care of a child. But I at least can enjoy this coochie. I can't enjoy it to its fullest because I'm wearing a condom, but at least I can enjoy some of it and not have a baby afterwards that I can't take care of it because I had to get your Uber over here to even see her. You can still do it, put a condom on or use some birth control. That's another video. That's the real threat, young people. You becoming owners, business owners. I mean, like real business, not no bullshit. You hear black folks have several businesses. When a black person say they have 6 businesses, I was like, oh, but none of them making no money. I'm an entrepreneur. I got 9 businesses. Okay, yeah, so none of them motherfuckers make over $100 a month. You know what I'm saying? When a person starts naming up all these businesses they got and they trying to run or even start, it's like, how you gonna do that? And work a job. You trying to run 3 businesses and work a job to pay your bills because you ain't making no money off those businesses yet. You know, very few people are. So when somebody say, oh, I have a business and that's it, I work my job and then at night I work on my side hustle, which I'm trying to build so I can quit my job because I hate my job. If you like that, then it's like, okay, yeah. Then you may be legit. You may be about your business. But that's the real threat, young people, is you starting your own. You working for yourself. That's the threat for a lot of black people in this country is entrepreneurship. Because when those white folks in that movie found out that Anthony Mackie and Samuel L. Jackson were really the owners of all this property, and man, woo, them white folks were mad. They had one nosy white guy that he said he just couldn't. He said, because the whole thing about him, he was a racist. He was one of the bankers. He was investigating the white guy that was fronting for Samuel Jackson and Anthony Mackie's business. He's just like, because his whole thing was this. Because the white guy with Samuel Jackson, they was making a lot of money. And what raised this white guy's suspicion of this white dude not really being the owner of the company is he was too close. What rich white man, he was like, well, what rich white man would have a Negro be so close to him and all his money and while he's doing business? And, you know, had he had a white assistant, that wouldn't have raised eyebrows, you know. But the fact that he had Anthony Mackie being like his butler, manservant / assistant, because Samuel Jackson played his driver, his chauffeur, the white guy's chauffeur. So he wasn't questioning him because he was like, he's in his place. He's driving the white man around to his riches. So he's in his place. But the fact that he had Anthony Mackie as his like confidant assistant and asking him questions about, opinions on stuff, that's what raised the white man's eyebrows. Because that basically, a rich white man would never consult with a black man on his finances. That's what the whole adjust was. So that's what made the white guy investigate a little further and started spying. And he realized, oh, he's fronting for these Negroes. He actually works for these Negroes. And when he found out, he was disgusted. This white man be working for these monkeys. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, he was disgusted these brothers found a way to get richer than him. And that really made that white man mad. They don't want us to come up. And that means they don't want us to come up. They really want us to be in slavery, working for them until we die, have our kids work with them until we die, never have enough, can barely afford a vacation, can barely afford our bills, working 12, 13-hour days, don't have nothing to say, can't really enjoy life, can't travel. They want us like that. I would always hear from my friends that would be traveling, that some of my few friends that got the finances to travel, and they would say, white people would look at them crazy when they would walk in somewhere. Like they would be like on a tour group with mostly white people that are from America, or at a resort somewhere and overseas, and in France somewhere, and the white folks would be like, look at them like, how can you afford to do this? You know what I'm saying? Because we've made it this country where you guys can't afford to do this unless you're doing something to entertain us, whether it be playing football or dancing or rapping. Then you can afford it. But you're not a dancer or a rapper. How can you afford to travel like we travel? Because white people be traveling. One day they'll be in Kuwait. Next moment they'll be in Dubai. Next minute they're in the UK. They travel. Japan. You know what I'm saying? I had a friend. I had a white girl who I was cool with. Me and her still cool. I haven't talked to her in years. But she was like, yeah, me and my mom are going to Paris for her birthday just to hang out. And she made it seem just so nonchalant. I was like, oh, it's your first time going? Nah, we've been there before at least 3 or 4 times. Like, damn, this is back when we were young. You know what I'm saying? They travel. So yeah, so some of my black friends that had got the means to travel, I have very few that have the means to travel, because you're looking at about $1,500 to get a plane ticket to go to the UK, or $1,200. You know what I'm saying? To go overseas. So then you gotta think that's just for the round trip plane ticket, if that. It might probably more than that. Then you gotta think you have to have at least $1,000 or $2,000 when you first get there, like at least $2,000 traveling cash. If something go wrong, or you want to go shop, or you want to buy souvenirs, your hotel, you gotta pay. You know what I'm saying? So you're looking at $5,000 to go travel overseas. At least $3,000 to $5,000 to go travel overseas. So that's what it's the real power. I realized, man. I realized this at an older age. It ain't working. That working for people shit only pertains for white people who work for other white people that's going to pay them a good wage. We don't get paid good wages usually. That's why we can't travel or do things or have money for college for our kids. But that movie, The Banker, made me realize entrepreneurship, man. And to think that these brothers did, and this is a true story, to think that these brothers did that in those times where if a black person had more than $100 in their pocket, they figured they was up to something. You know what I'm saying? To do it in such a strenuous time to be able to do that. And then now, where we don't have as much as the strenuous times as the 60s and the Jim Crow, and the access that we have, these kids can start a businesses from their phone. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think that our young people, especially our young black people, should focus on entrepreneurship and how to start a business. At least have that. Even if they want to do something else, at least have that in the repertoire. So if push come to shove, if I can't find a job, with shit, let me start this little fish frying company. I can sell hot dogs outside. I took a training class on how to market and how to start a business. I took a couple business class, so I know how to at least do that. You know, how to advertise, market, how to, you know, buy stuff wholesale, and what this, you know, what's my price points, what's my overhead, what's my take, you know what I'm saying? Am I gonna have employees, you know, stuff like, and then once I get employees, I gotta get insurance for it. You see what I'm saying? That's stuff that I think our young black people need to know, you know, so that way they can't get that job working for that white man, or that white man or that white woman at that job is a racist and want to give them a problem on the job. You know, we ain't got to be stressed out. Oh, I don't want to lose my job because it's going to take me a while to find another one. I got to do what he say, you know. You can just, hey, man, kiss my ass. Fuck this job. I'm finna be your competition. See, that's what they don't want. You know what I'm saying? You know, they don't want our young people to learn business. They want us to be focused on Sexy Red and the NBA Finals. You know, come on. Go ahead. God damn it. See, and you, go ahead. Go. You didn't no way. People in LA are not used to kindness. Damn. They be like, you gonna really let me go? Like, yes, motherfucker. Damn. They don't let people go out here. That's crazy. So, you know, I just want to talk about that, man. This video is too long already. I probably done clicked off. But anyway, if you haven't clicked off, thanks for watching this channel. Hit the thumbs up button. And check out The Banker, man, whenever y'all get a chance, man. I just wanted to speak on that, man. Really good movie. Hit the thumbs up button. And let's talk about it in the comments. Talk to y'all later.